everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video, I'm going to be ranking every My Little Pony Tell Your Tale episode. Psych! This is part 1 out of
probably 100.
because there is no way I'm going to be able to rank all 100-ish Tell Your Tale episodes in one video. So I'm going to be ranking the first Tell Your Tale episode, and this is going to be kind of like a series where I rank an episode at a time. First, some backstory on My Little Pony Tell Your Tale. The show started in 2022, having 2 seasons and ending in October of 2024. Tell Your Tale took place in the Generation 5 New Generation timeline, and unlike Make Your Mark, it was animated 2D with much shorter 5-minute episodes. So let's get started with taking a look into the first episode and seeing all of its pros and cons. In the first episode of Tell Your Tale is titled Sisters Take Flight, released April 7th, 2022, written by Gretchen Mallory. In the episode, Zip and Pip, the Pegasus princesses of Zephyr Heights, prepare to leave their home for Maritime Bay to live with their friends in the Crystal Bright House. Their mother, Queen Haven, organizes an over-the-top goodbye parade complete with a giant float and massive balloons of the sisters, which Pip enjoys and Zip finds overwhelming. And this is when we see Zip's introverted side, which is very cool to see because in the movie we saw her as like a daredevil and we didn't see how she doesn't like social events. As the sisters bicker, Queen Haven scolds them to maintain their royal composure, while Sunny, Izzy, and Hitch watch the event on TV from Maritime Bay. During Queen Haven's speech unveiling a statue of Pip and Zip, distracted Pegasi ponies crash into each other, triggering a chaotic chain reaction with balloons and ponies colliding, blah 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 blah, all that jazz. The episode ends with Pip and Zip flying to Maritime Bay, with them saying how they're ready to go into their next chapter of life together, living with their friends, and how they're going to embark on a new journey. My thoughts on this episode is that it's very good of a starting episode, and it showed the sibling dynamic between Pip and Zip and Queen Haven. It had a straightforward plot, but full of nicely done comedy to go along with the characters' movements between Pip and Zip. And also, surprisingly, Queen Haven, who knew she would add a lot to the episode? Another nice addition to the episode is how Thunder and Zoom were carrying Pip's bags. It was nice to see some consistency as they were also in the New Generations movie. Also, the joke at the end got a laugh out of me. Also, that statue was really pretty. I want some merch of that, you know? It would be nice if Hasbro made some merch of that. Instead, they made this. While this episode is good overall, it does have some cons. One of my main issues is I wish this wasn't the first episode for the series, because I wish the first episode had all the characters hanging out together with a proper introduction. While I know in this episode, Sisters Takes Flight, Sunny, Izzy, and Hitch were there in the episode, but it was definitely more of a Pip and Zip-centric episode, which I feel like could have been better for episode 2. Another problem I have with this episode is how dumb and phone-obsessed can these NPC ponies be to run into this big-aw balloons? Also, those are freaking terrifying. And also, I feel like the animators were having a hard time figuring out whether Queen Haven was going to be having a purple gem in her crown or a blue gem in her crown, because the amount of times they switched it up was insane. Queen Haven, choose what crown you're gonna wear, please. After reviewing all the pros and cons of this episode, it's a really good starting episode. While it is a bit simple and basic, trust me, the series gets way worse in the end. So, in the end, Sisters Take Flight gets a 4.5 star rating. The next episode analysis and ranking is going to be I don't know when, but you'll see when it happens. Type down in the comments what you think about this episode, theories, and all that jazz. Subscribe. Thank you. Anyways, bye.